If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to this episode of Gaming Dudes Podcast. We don't have a video to react to. I'm Spidey. We don't have a video to react to. For once, we're just sitting at the couch again.
We figured we'd just do it old school this time.
Yeah, because we've kind of been... I do want to ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
How many years do you think we've done this?
Probably close to 3.
4.
4?
Yeah, 2021.
My gosh.
We've done this
It's
for
like
4
exactly
years.
what I think about when I'm in this apartment, which, by the way, this will be probably the last podcast we do in this apartment.
Yeah.
Because I'm moving.
Yeah, because the couch. So say goodbye to the couch, as nostalgic as it is for you people. Though you probably didn't see it. So.
Yeah. Sorry, I got to turn this off. I'm getting like a bazillion texts right now.
Anywho. I figured we'd reminisce about the fact that we've done this for 4 years. 100 some episodes. I'm not saying this is an anniversary episode, but I think it'd be fun to do a little bit of reflecting. And this is the episode's going to be rambling because we didn't really come in with any topics, so it's going to be triple the nostalgia with basically nothing, no script, no notes, no nothing, and no discussion. We just kind of turned the thing on and said, let's just do it. So we're here. And I'm just remembering how awkward the first episode was, where we just kind of... The audio sounds terrible. I might put it in post so people can understand.
Hey, welcome to the first episode of Gaming Dudes Podcast. I'm Bren.
I'm Spidey.
And today we're going to be talking about our kind of credentials in gaming, of like where we started, how it started, and basically where our journeys in gaming have taken us so far.
How bad it was. Like, I might throw it in post for us with that episode. But we've been doing this for a while, and we've talked about every franchise we've loved, every single one, literally every single franchise that we've ever liked.
It's been a long time.
And
it's funny because when I think about this apartment too, when I talked to my landlord telling him I was going to move out, he like writes down the exact date, which I need a calendar or something, because sometimes I want to remember stuff, and my gauge of how much time has passed is like so bad.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with keeping dates.
So I'm like, I thought that I've been here maybe 2 years. He was like, you basically been here. I think he said like over 3.5 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, or like 3.5 or like 3.5. And I was like, I was gonna say 2.5 max. So there's like a year in there that I didn't.
And you said 3 for the show too, and that makes sense. I mean, dude, it all blends together at some point. I mean, once you...
With this, we have like, when's the first episode? We have like a date of when the first episode was.
I used to re-listen to the old episodes, like, in order. So my memory of them is pretty good.
Yeah.
But first one we talked about our childhood games. We talked about COD 4. We talked about... I think we talked about Zelda a little bit, some Halo. That was kind of a hallmark for a long time.
Yeah.
And then we were so awkward, we were trying not to talk in a scripted voice. You were talking about that. You're like, we can't do that. We got to stop. We just got to talk like
yes. Well, because
like
we were
just talking.
We were both like robotic.
Yeah, we were both turning... For me...
I think I was more like being weirdly like fake peppier than I would, and for you it was more like
I just have been doing scripted stuff for so long that my tone of voice is just... I always do the usual tone of voice, which I've broken out of, but it wasn't easy, especially when you did something for like 10 years. But it's just wild to me to think, like, we're not listening to it now because I'd rather save that for another date, but it's just interesting to look back on. I think it was probably the worst episode in the entire series, the first one. It's actually bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad you probably wouldn't want to listen to it.
No, it's awesome.
It's like
so funny.
It is so bad.
I'm curious. I know the audio is bad. Like, I know, but it's not like we're we're amazing podcasters.
No, we're not amazing podcasters, but the quality leap is almost.
I will say that people always talk about how it takes time to be comfortable on camera.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm always like, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. You're just by yourself. But it's like, it's true.
Oh, it was
like
tough
when
for
you're
me.
recording yourself. It's like, oh, I feel like, because you're immediately like, okay, it's not that the camera's on you. It's that you think you need to perform.
Yeah.
He's like, well, if I'm going to make a video, I got to perform. And then it's like, then that's when all the weirdness. That's when you're not yourself. When you're like, I got to perform.
I mean, having another guy kind of helps. The thing is, with the Spidey cast, I had to kind of retrain my brain to get back into the mode of being like, hey, there's a camera on me.
Exactly.
I had done a couple of videos with cameras back in the day, but
you get what I mean, though. It is truly like, it is truly tough. To get used to that. Like, yeah. I mean, and I know I haven't like consistently made a bunch of movies on a channel, but I've attempted many times and like made videos. Not many times, but like enough times.
I mean, dude, you've had some that date back to so far back.
Yeah, I mean, I've been making, just like Seth, like every once in a while. Seth's been more consistent, but like I've made videos and like enjoyed aspects of it. So I'm like, just thinking about, it is weird. Like when you're ready, setting up is like, I almost take too much time setting up because I'm like, oh, the hard part's actually the recording part.
Preparation.
Even the editing part's easier than the actual, which sounds,
it is
in some ways. Because then what I'm realizing when I was looking at the last video I made, which is one of the only ones I'm like kind of proud of, is pretty proud of, is like that one. I feel like once I started editing and learning editing tricks, I was like, oh, you can kind of make something happen.
Even
like,
when there's nothing
it's like,
there.
okay, I got this footage, and you kind of shape the video after you get the footage.
Yes.
Whereas before, when I was just kind of clipping stuff and I didn't know any editing tricks at all,
yeah,
I was like, oh, I have to like, well, even when I've had DaVinci, I didn't like know how to do anything besides like cut stuff.
Full disclosure, he did a COD mobile series that I used to advertise.
Oh yeah,
on the channel. I'm sure some of my
so
people
I was
kind of.
The heck was that?
That was someone arriving home on my phone.
Oh.
It notifies me for some reason.
That was the shipping. Shipping. What am I talking about?
You talking about relationshipping?
That was the That's where like the recording was more pressured because I'm like, well, the entertainment has to be in the shots. Yeah, I don't know how to, like, I'm like, so that like I don't know how to do any tricks. Whereas like the new one, not that you trick to make it entertaining, you could just make things seem more entertaining
than they
with editing.
Are. Yes,
you can
zooms, pans.
Yeah, you can make it so people's attention goes where you want it. You can make, whereas before it's kind of like, okay, you basically just have a stream that you cut up. Not that it was a stream, but it basically. It's like lazy highlights.
This guy basically did COD highlights for COD Mobile.
Yeah, basically.
Bren Mobile channel. I fondly remember those in some ways because it's like him kind of starting out and trying to figure things out. He also didn't start when he was like 12 years old like I did for some reason, or like 14.
Yeah.
I was 14 when I started.
That's getting, I get that off here.
14 years old, and it's like, at least you waited.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. It's weird. So I think that's what. It's not that something's looking at you. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh no, I'm on camera. This is weird. It's that I'm like, okay. With the podcast, it's different because there's two of us. Yeah. And I'm just doing. This is just fun.
Yeah. Well,
like, I'm not like.
You're more so talking to me.
Like, podcasts are like, they're different because I just feel like this is just a gaming journal for me. Where I just have you and me are involved.
Yeah, it's like, not really. It's not.
I don't feel like I'm like, dude, we gotta be like.
No, you don't have to.
I have to be
put on a thing.
And that's what I want it to be.
And that's what made this in my opinion, a lot better than a lot of stuff. And in some ways, it kind of inspired my new stuff in the way that I was like, if I know something about something, I don't need to put notes up and prepare. Like you were talking about getting caught up in preparation. It's like you don't really need to.
Yeah.
Like obviously there are some people that have to do that, but I've gotten to the point where I'm like I don't really need to script stuff out as much.
No.
Word for word, which I used to do, and I think that's.
I will say that there's some. I know you don't need to, but I'm saying there's something to be said about that.
Yes, I admire people
because
do that.
When you see videos that are like full scripted, full like almost documentary style, it's like, dang, I respect that. And I've tried to make videos like that.
It's tough.
It's just the most boring.
It's tough because it's like there's a lot of resources you have to get, images, all that crap, videos. You got to record your own gameplay footage.
Exactly.
You got to put everything together.
Images. There's a lot of research you got to do because you want to get the facts right.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's not an opinionated thing.
No,
you're making a piece of something that's like, well, this needs to be accurate or people are going to notice. Like, well, this actually isn't true. This actually isn't.
And
it's
I'm
like
sure,
I actually have to do research.
There are some inaccuracies in what I've said in the videos, guaranteed.
Yeah.
But I will
Probably
say this: there's a the stuff I'm doing now is like a in between that, where I'd rather talk about stuff I know than stuff I don't know. And I'm sure there's probably more fallacies in this stuff I do now, but I try my best.
Yeah, but it's different when you're saying stuff's opinion.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not really talking like I am talking about things.
Yeah, but it's different when you're like when the video style is like documenting things.
It's just you saying how something is.
Then it's like you have to be right on stuff, or people are gonna be like, "This is not even true." It kind of ruins the whole video.
Agreed.
In a way, but yeah. So I don't know. It's fun, but being on camera is when you, like I said, when I was doing the Call of Duty stuff, it was easy then because the gameplay. It was easy. It was actually easy when the series was about the gaming, like me gaming. That was easy.
Yeah, because it was just.
Now I know I was lazy. It could have been a lot better editing and like a lot better videos. I'm just saying that like the recording process was easy because I'm just playing a game. So like even if I'm not talking, there's content in the game like happening. Yeah. So.
I remember the last episode that you did of that series. We talked about it a little bit ago, but it was like the intro was very rambly, which you brought up.
Well, that's what the thing is when you don't have an audience, you don't have to do that.
No,
who am I explaining that to?
You don't have to do that.
Like nobody needs to know. No one's gonna be like, that jump of him, not like. Like, no one's thinking, like, what's his next move? Because nobody's there.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of having no one watching is you can just toss out whatever you want.
Yeah,
really.
That's why, for the most part, I mean, I'm not saying I had no one, but I will say
Definitely have had some people.
No pressure. There was no pressure. I mean, some people did tell me to do stuff, and I never did it because I just didn't care, to be honest. And that's because I was like... I believe my content has finally reached the shape that I wanted it to be in from a long time ago. I wanted to throw up a green screen. I wanted to talk about stuff. I wanted to have opinions, but I also wanted to say what I thought of things, but I also wanted to provide information. It's kind of like I said, it's a combination of everything. I think it's the culmination of... Because I was like, I can't talk about... I used to do like 5-minute videos on these things.
Yeah.
And you just could not squeeze 5 minutes out of a... Sometimes you could, out of like a rock, but you couldn't... It was hard though, because like the Mickey Mouse video, I like that video. It's, obviously it's my most successful video ever made, but it's like... It's kind of... if I'm doing it now, it would have to be an hour with timestamps. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do stuff like that anymore.
Yeah,
where it's like 5 minutes fully scripted. I could do it, but I feel like it just would not be a good service to the game.
Yeah, I mean Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying, I think that like when there's gameplay, it's easier. It's like easy because it's just when it's about me ranking up. As long as I'm ranking up, like then the content's done.
Honestly,
that doesn't mean it's going to be a good content. That just means it was easy for me. It was easy to edit, though. It's not that I'm like super not proud of that.
Yeah,
but like you said, when there's no audience, it's like the last episode sucked because first off it got deleted, so it wasn't even the actual last episode.
Yeah, that was terrible.
So the actual me getting to the final rank in the game was deleted.
Oof.
It was corrupted. And I think what happened was I kept recording instead of stopping, and I went out and I talked to you about like, dude, I did it. And I talked to Seth for like hours, and then I went back and I was like, oh, it's
still recording, and it's getting bigger and bigger.
And it was just, I don't know if it was so big it just got corrupted or what.
Yeah, that has to be.
I was like, crap. And then I did all this stuff trying to like make it so it's not corrupted, and sometimes that stuff works.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. Especially
I think because it was so big, it was like, no.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't gonna.
Like, dang it! So it's kind of my fault, but I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
I feel like the multiplayer videos were definitely, like the mobile multiplayer ones were a bit more, because I think the multiplayer, the state of the multiplayer is more like focused. Like you don't have moments where you're just kind of.
Well, with Battle Royale, it's kind of hard to. Besides the kills, it's kind of hard to make a narrative around it.
I don't know how you edit around that without making it a montage thing. Like I don't know how you do it.
But I wasn't like talking enough to like. There wasn't enough going on. Like enough silly stuff going on besides.
Yeah.
Besides at the beginning, really.
You finished it though.
I finished it. That I am proud of. It sucked the finale wasn't the best. Then I went to PUBG, which those I kind of thought were better and easier narratives because it's not just fast. Yeah. Where it was like better recording in general. I felt like better to make a long form video on than COD Mobile was for sure.
COD Mobile's like clip. It's basically just clip.
Yeah, clips.
Montage.
Yeah.
It's like old COD. I mean, dude, back in the day, they used to do like no scope videos and stuff, like 360s. Yeah. You were basically kind of in that wheelhouse of like, and I'm sure they still do it. I mean, I doubt clip content has died.
No, people still do it.
But I feel like you were doing something cool because you were doing mobile games. Like anyone, this is my thing. When I see someone on the internet, like I don't want to watch someone play COD. I want to see someone do something interesting, like something that's not been done. I think for me that kind of
I mean, dude, you're right. Because if you're here's the thing. As a viewer, I always like think about like what do viewers want. It's like, well, I'm a viewer. Yeah. I'm not saying what do viewers want. Like I'm trying to be a YouTuber. I'm saying like sometimes I think about that if I am going to make a video, and like as rare as it is, and I was thinking like, I never think about. I was like, well, what do people like? I'm like, well, what do I like?
Yeah, that's the thing.
What do I watch?
You got to think in your head like what.
The only time I'm watching people play a game is if they are like just gameplay. Is if they're disgustingly good. I'm talking like. Best of the best.
You want to, you're thinking if
someone's just playing a game and not being entertaining, I'm only watching them if they are so like best of the best.
It's like watching a chess pro versus an amateur. I mean, I'm not saying amateurs can't be fun, but you're not like you'd prefer to watch pro games because they're more entertaining. They just are. There's a lot more going on, and I think that for you, what was nice is that you chose something that. Not every, like most regular COD people didn't play COD Mobile. Yeah. And I think you walked into a scene that was oversaturated in the fact that like, obviously you had like iFerg or whatever. Yeah. And all those people, they're like pros. But I think yours was more interesting to me because it was just like, it was just interesting because it was something that wasn't done. That's what I look for. Because people do the same videos. That's part of why I don't always talk about, like on the show I do. Obviously, I talk about nostalgic things. But there are times I pull away from that because I'm like, oh, people have talked about this game 1,000 times. What am I really adding? Now, I am in the background making a Majora's Mask episode, and thousands of people have done that, but
Yeah.
I wanted to knock it out quickly. I was like, if I'm going to do an episode for this, I don't need to be as insanely detail-oriented as these people. I just want to say what it is, give my opinions, and then leave. And that's what I did.
That's where the content... Yeah, that makes sense. And that's where the content for me shifted because, like, when I was playing... So, I had this time in my life where I could just play Warzone.
Yeah.
For a long period of time.
Oh, this was the...
And I wanted to be good. And here's my goal. I didn't want to make content that was like... I didn't want to be like... I was like, what's the easiest type of content to do? Being really good at something and posting it.
Yeah.
Right? But turns out that's actually the hardest content to do.
Yes, it is.
Because it's hard to be so good that people are just going to watch you.
Yes.
And there are a lot of people who are so good that people don't watch.
Yeah. There are some pros out there who are underneath
but they may get some viewership, but like not a ton.
It's not enough to like actually do anything.
Yeah. So I kind of made the mistake of like, well, I don't want to have to like edit like crazy. I just want to be able to do some quick edits, slap stuff on there for being really good, and have that be it. So I'm like, I'm not going to make content until I'm insane.
Yeah, and it's like...
Which realistically I should have streamed or something about my build up to getting better.
Yeah.
As opposed to like waiting till I was like, did I seriously think I was going to like beat pro and then...
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
I mean, being pro, and the thing is like... Being pro in general is like being
a pro in a BR.
Think about the amount
ridiculous.
Of hours.
Oh, so much. I already put so much in, and yeah, I had so much to. These people put like triple my time.
Yeah, it's basically a full-time job for them in some ways.
So that's basically where I was with that, and then it shifted to like, okay, well, I also what I noticed from that is when I never played Warzone ranked. So I never know how high I could get in ranked and that. I'd imagine I could get close to the highest. Like I'm not talking about top 200s. I'm saying like the top rank.
I feel like making content in general, I feel like with your mindset, it should have been making content first instead of that, because it's
I wanted to be a pro gamer. Like for some reason I started late though. I'm not saying it was impossible,
it's not
but
an impossible thing to do, but
first off, I couldn't find a game that. Basically, when I started playing League of Legends, my immediate thought was like, "Oh, dude," and then seeing that there's an esports scene, I was like, "Oh, I kind of want to like. This is kind of what I want to do." Yeah, but I wasn't as good at. I'm a lot better at like learning how to improve than I am now than I was then. Where it's like, back then I was not good at like self-reflecting on what I did wrong, whereas now I can. But I started so I was kind of like for a while looking for a game. First I was like, maybe it'll be Overwatch, maybe it'll be
this
Overwatch. I did not rank up at all. I think I got to gold as well.
Yeah, I think I got there too.
So I didn't really, but I was playing support, and it's not easy to climb. At least for me, it wasn't easy to climb support.
Support is, I mean, that all I did was tank. That's
basically, unless I was with at least teaming with a DPS, I wasn't climbing at all.
Tank. What's funny is most of the tanks I played had DPS levels of damage.
Or tank.
They would dump into pour damage.
It's true. I mean, dude, some of those.
I mean,
DPS could dump
I was
damage.
dumpstering DPSs and blowing up my mech and like hooking
for sure,
people
for
in.
sure. But they do. I mean, they're DPS for a
They
reason.
are nuts. Yes.
Yours was more like tanks. More like they just have more health, so they can survive longer and do more damage.
I got a lot of kills as a tank.
Are you disagreeing with me?
I think tanks and DPSs kind of meld together
kind of,
a little
but
bit.
DPS does more damage.
Yes,
like they're
if they're a really good DPS, obviously.
No, I'm saying if you look at their character, like their character stats, they do more damage.
Yes,
they just have less health.
Yes.
So I get what you're saying. Is like
they're
they
squishy.
both can do the same.
It's like
because yours survives longer,
and because they're so squishy.
I'm just saying a DPS is built to do more damage.
Which when I think about that, it's a little interesting.
They're more dependent on. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was healing people, I'm healing the tanks 90% of the time.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I do DPS some, but I'm keeping the tanks alive.
No,
I'm keeping Roadhog alive. I'm not
saying DPS is worthless. I'm just thinking in my head.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that. All I'm saying is that
objectively
core mechanic.
It is objectively.
They do more damage.
Yes, it is objectively.
That does not mean they do more damage in the match.
Yeah.
That just means their character does more damage.
A lot of the cocky guys like to play DPS solely.
I tried, but I couldn't.
I
was too bad at
it. DPS, I tried. I tried at one point.
I liked McCree, and I was like, I'm done. I liked playing tank better. I liked playing support better.
I was not trying to disagree with you in the fact I just feel like...
I don't care if you disagree.
It's weird.
I was just asking because you were like kind of...
It was just...
rebuttaling, so I'm like, well, let's get it out.
It was just weird. It was just weird because it's like... I guess I'm thinking in my head a tank shouldn't be able to... kill a DPS.
No, they should.
Think about it logically.
They absolutely should.
Or they should, but like...
The tanks are there to help keep DPS off of what you want them to get
like, DPSs are like...
Tank's job is to protect your DPS and your healers, but also kind of mess with their DPS.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of your job.
It's an interesting... I actually really liked Overwatch.
Like, if you're D.Va and you kill their DPS... Yeah. You almost don't even care about their tanks first.
No.
You care about the DPS first.
No.
And then,
Yeah, I agree with
anyway, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, the tank. Yeah. A lot of games I'm in, tanks did more damage than the... in the game than the DPS.
Yeah, it's...
But the DPS sucked then.
Yeah, a lot of the DPSs I thought were pretty...
Most DPSs I played against were bad.
They were pretty bad. I'm going to be honest.
Most of them were bad. Because everybody wants to be DPS. Yeah. It's the same in every game. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to be DPS.
I was tank.
But
I'm
saying most people. I mean, I used to be like that.
If
when I was League of Legends, I wanted to be AD carry. I still play it. It's not my favorite role anymore, but it's just the one I've done the most. I'd rather play anything else.
Yeah.
When I played
ADC is probably one of the most. It's
I feel
a role.
I feel like it's the most annoying. With like. You could potentially do well and still not carry the game.
Yep.
Also, I suck, so that doesn't help.
I suck too, dude. I was terrible at League. I was the worst at League.
My first character in Overwatch was McCree. He was fun, but dude, I was bad because I'm not a keyboard mouse aimer.
Yeah,
it's just not what I do. I'm a controller guy. So like, if I'm playing a guy who you have to hit your shots or you die,
to hit your shots.
Like I was just dying.
Like, you, honestly, if you wanted to play DPS, you're just going to have to go in aim labs. You just have to.
You're right.
You have
to
practice. Go aim labs. You have to practice.
I agree.
And if you can do that, you could be a really solid DPS, honestly. You could be some of the best if you just sat down in aim labs.
Yeah. But anyway, not to get deep into it, but I found Warzone that like took over my... It's like I told Seth.
Yeah, it took over his life. That's
besides
all
Pokemon,
he did.
like Pokemon X and Y, when I was like fighting competitively and trying to stream in that, I would say Warzone was even worse. Like I was playing Warzone like every morning, every night. It was like awake, eat food.
I would walk into his room and sometimes he wouldn't say a word. He would just be staring at the screen.
Did you?
Yeah, I would walk into the game.
I don't think I even noticed.
And you were just like entranced.
Which house?
It was at the
big one.
Yeah, it was at the big one. You were just so
right,
entranced that you didn't even nothing was there except
I was locked.
The monitor. You were so like
I mean, it took over my.
Yeah.
It's kind of a good thing that stopped because that was that
more
wasn't
than
healthy.
kind of. You were like so hooked to that thing that you were like.
It's a good thing that it was kind of like I was in that mode where like these pros probably are, like at the beginning, but they're younger and they don't like it's. You don't feel as bad about yourself because you're a kid and you have all this time. I'm like a grown man being like, oof, this is not a good look.
It's like, and not only that, you didn't even do what you wanted to do.
I wasn't even, as sad as I wasn't even mature enough about the gameplay to be better then anyway. I was so, like, I was just getting so mad when I would die and stuff and not looking back at it. And
it was very much an era of you finding yourself. When you found you crawled yourself out of the pit of Warzone, out of COD.
No, it was good, but anyway, then you realize like, okay, this is a lot of work. This is really hard. Duh, But I don't really realize things till you get hit in the face. But
and that's why you should. That's why in some ways you got it backwards. You got to focus on the content.
No, you're right. You're right.
And if you can't reach that level, the content's all you got. So
yeah,
it's just
basically 100% because that's the way you're like. the chances of you. I feel like I don't know what you think about this. Do you think it's? I feel like it's you have a much higher percentage of like getting a semi-successful content creation career than you do being a pro gamer.
Yes,
I think a
would
pro
argue
gamer
with
is
that,
like.
yes.
For some reason in my head, I thought that you actually had a higher chance at being a pro gamer than making content, and I think some of that was just because so many people are trying to make YouTube videos, like so many. I feel like less than being pro gamers, but I could be wrong,
bro. Let me tell you.
The only thing is, you could be average at YouTube and make a career.
Yes.
To be a pro gamer, you have to be the top of the top. Like you're on the echelon of like. I've been trying to kill that bug for so long, but like of the top, why is it so quick? Anyway.
Here's what I'll say about it, about both. So on the contents, obviously the game side, we've been like, okay, that's basically almost impossible unless you just.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like, but with content, it's like
because you could be the best of the best and still not. There's still luck involved.
Yes.
Like you could be the best of the best and like your pure skill can get you high enough. I think that I believe that, but you still got to have good teammates.
Yes.
You still got to have.
You got to hit.
You
got to
have people who support you. You got to have money to make it to these events, to do these things. Like before you get like, there's stuff you have to have opportunity. Even if you're, there's people out there at Call of Duty that are insanely good and don't get their shot.
Look at frickin', like I don't even remember what I was gonna bring up, but
there's so much more than just my thought too. Is there's so much more than gameplay.
Yes,
you got to be a good teammate.
You also have to build a brand too.
You got to build a brand. Realistically, if you want to be doing it for a long time,
yes,
you got to be building a brand. You got to be making
brand.
content on it anyway. Like.
And here's the other thing about content creation that I will say, as a guy who's been around for, it's a spam caller.
I get that all the time.
Stupid tech scammers. But here's something I'll say as a guy who's been around for since
you talk about YouTube?
2012. Yeah, 13 years. 13 years.
What's up?
I've done it for 13 years. I'm not gonna say I'm the most consistent. But at all, I will never say that. But I will say, having observed trends as years have gone by, if you want to get up there, there's a lot of. It's kind of a fake it till you make it kind of thing. That's just in a lot of ways it is, unfortunately.
I don't
like.
You just gotta be doing it for fun. We've discussed.
Yeah.
If you want to make it, you should be consistent, but have fun, dude.
Yes, have fun.
That's your best bet.
Yes.
And it's gonna get better as you go, and blah blah blah. You'll find your niche as you go. You're not gonna figure it out by not doing it.
And there are gonna be peaks, and there's gonna be plummets.
Exactly.
Believe me, dude. And
that's how they all say it is.
Yeah, it's just
like even the big ones are like, yeah. Sometimes, obviously, you get those anomalies like Moist Critical, who could just post a video talking about. He's got.
Okay, we're gonna. And
he's got he gets like millions of views, and you're like, what is happening?
Agreed. I think it's insane. Well, dude, think about it's like these guys. I feel the same way with video essays. You know, they're well edited, but at the same time, I'm like, bro. A lot of people could be doing what you're doing, and people probably have done it better. I'm not talking about.
Yes, dude. I agree. That's one of the things, and this is. It's funny because it's like you can say this, but go out there and do it. But sometimes I see people and I'm like, if that guy can do it, how in the world could nobody else do it?
It's like, and I'll watch an underrated YouTuber I like, and then I'll see like some overrated YouTuber with like billions of views, and I'm like, this underrated YouTuber is so much better.
Because there's obviously there's luck involved.
Yeah.
There's like chance.
There's one guy I watched who started doing Arkham Challenge videos, like, counter, only counter, or
that's cool.
Only do stealth.
Those are cool ideas.
He's like so low on the view count.
Well, yeah, I mean that's
I was like,
niche.
Well, there were some with millions of views with the challenge videos and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not. I was like, and when I saw it, it was just, I was like, these people are so terrible. These guys are so terrible. It's all just like. I guess for me, when I'm watching something, I'm okay with humor, but I don't want to. But
yeah, that's a preference.
That also is what's popular. That just is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Dude, it just is. That's just how it is. That's how people.
If you're
are.
being funny, I want you to be funny, but not over the top.
Yes.
Like, there's styles of funny that I like, but some people like the goofy over the top stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on who you are.
I've watched so many YouTubers change to that I liked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But kind of lost my main train of thought, but
Yeah, sorry about that.
no, you're good. No, it's the podcast, dude.
It's just weird to be like, I started out as a Minecraft parody. I was just Tobuscus, basically.
Yeah, but you were like,
I know I was a kid, but it's just funny to think how much it's changed.
Yeah, I'd hope.
Like,
If you're 27 doing the same.
If I'm 27 or like
content.
doing the exact same content over and over, it would be. You'd have to question my sanity unless I was doing it for parody's sake.
Yeah.
Like, I would have to clarify.
Know what I was gonna say is strategy games. Strategy games besides chess, because I haven't put time in chess. I have gotten better at chess when I did puzzles every day, but
bro, chess is like. That stuff is, you gotta like study every single opening.
So besides chess, I don't even think it's lame. I play Marvel Snap. I grinded to the top rank in that, and I was like, which is funny.
Is Marvel Snap still around?
Yeah, I don't play it. It's in like a bad state, but
the meta's changed.
It's strategy games are always going to have metas people don't like because they're always having to add new sets and cards. So it's kind of like they're rebalancing every patch.
Dude. Oh, gosh.
So honestly, that's normal. Like, that's going to happen.
It is normal, but it is annoying. They'll nerf someone.
Exactly.
League was so good at that, nerfing champions. Buffing and nerfing.
Yes, and that they had, that's even crazier.
That
takes a while.
You could have a champion,
and they had
you
champions
love,
so fast,
and they would get nuked into oblivion, and you would have to just switch.
Yep.
It was like you never knew. If you were playing as the character you liked,
mm-hmm.
you might as well just uninstall the game in some ways. If you like actually want victories, I'm saying like if you want to have a couple victories, you gotta pick the person who's the meta. Like that's just.
Yeah, I mean, I never did because I don't care.
I never like it either, but I'm just
yes,
saying,
if you want to go up, like use the broken people.
Actually want to, or even just anyone who's not nuked, even like decent people, just do not go for the low tiers. I always went for the low tiers because I thought they were funner. But
you just like who you like. I mean,
I liked who I liked. Now, if I played it again, I probably wouldn't be doing the same thing anymore. I'd probably be choosing a character that's like. Makes it so the game's so I'm not just a corpse on the battlefield.
Yeah.
I think for me that's something I don't want to be. I would at least like pick someone who is competent.
Yeah.
Like there is a level of like choice where it's hurting the entire team. I feel like there's a level of you choosing a character where Smash players are the exception. Those guys are the exception. They can pick whoever they want if they're really good.
Yeah, but at a competitive level, they can't.
Sometimes. I mean, like Yoshi, Amsa.
Yeah. Yes, I see what you mean. But that guy's playing only Yoshi for his whole life. Like, he's just...
It makes me wonder if tier lists... Like
it depends. I think
any of
there are
these
some
games,
characters that are so bad that I'd be surprised.
Yeah, Bowser.
But I would say like a little lower than mid, upwards can win stuff.
Yeah.
If people... And people are still learning stuff with characters even today, and it's been out for how long?
Like you said, meta shift with every
Yeah, I mean, meta shift.
game.
That game's 20 years old, the meta shifting, with no patches.
It's very...
Anyway, yes, 100%. I like you're saying, you shift... But with strategy games, those are the ones that like I actually like can grind for not super long and rank up pretty fast. Like... Which is funny because, well, you know what it is? It's because there's variance.
Well,
card games and stuff like that. Not all card games, but basic card games like Hearthstone or Hearthstone.
Oof.
Pokemon, like the Pokemon TCG. snap. Like there's a lot of variance, right? Where it's like, okay, as long as you don't tilt and you play correctly, you're eventually going to rank. Like it's going to swing and you're eventually going to rank.
You know, you want to know what I think? I think that the reason why card games in particular, I'm not saying this is a guy who's played many of them, but I feel like the reason why you can rank up in card games might also be because what's nice is I don't feel like the strategies would be the most impossible things to study. Like it's not like an RTS. It's not like an RTS where you're like, okay, what units do I choose? What directly counters every single unit? What rush attack do I do?
Yeah.
Like there are so many. What position on the map?
It's like you see a card, you're like, okay, well I know this deck.
Yeah,
because he's got these cards, so it's like I know what he has. Then you can kind of play around that, that's easier to realize than something like Call of Duty in a battle royale where you're like, you could get shot from a million directions for a million different reasons, and sometimes you're just
sometimes you're just dead. Sometimes
there's
you're
nothing
just
you
dead.
can do. You're just dead.
And I feel like that's where those games are more interesting in a lot of ways because just any strategy game, I think RTSs,
I feel it.
Chess,
I feel you on that.
any.
I know,
like
dude. I kind of agree.
The reason why it's more interesting is because, like, I mean, back in the day in FPSs, you had choke points and stuff. I'm not saying they fully faded out, but a lot of the level design that was based around that kind of phased out a little bit. But what's nice about strategy games is they don't change that much. I mean, in terms of, like, when you've played one RTS, in some ways you've played them all. I'm not saying you'll be a pro.
No, but the same base mechanics are similar.
Yes. It's like
the skill does translate. Maybe your builds don't, but the skill of like moving your characters and keeping an eye on your base and building while you're attacking and scouting and stuff, like, that all stays the same.
Like with FPSs, we're in an era where they change so much, not just COD. Like they all change in some minute way.
Capacity,
and it's like it's where you can't really essentially you just need to become an FPS gamer. That's just what you have to do. If you really you need to know every single you need to look up every single thing, like every controller thing, and you need to practice with your reflexes.
Yeah, dude, I totally
it's very much
agree with you, man.
It's really just reaction time in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, it's reaction time and cranking that aim assist up to 11 maximum, and it's like it's such a different era. It's just so funny.
Controller, obviously, the FPS keyboard mouse / controller,
they're completely different.
To be a competitive game, should be completely separate.
Yeah,
I'm okay with Warzone because I like that they come together in certain ways. But
if you're talking about a game,
no one's going to play CS:GO and be like,
no.
I'm playing on controller.
If you're talking about a game that's strictly about like, even like tight map design and stuff, and like tightly designed, I feel like if it's tightly designed, then you probably shouldn't have like a controller and it was built around mouse and keyboard. Then you probably shouldn't have that. So if it's built around controller, and it's like supposed to be designed specifically for that in some ways.
Which COD is.
Like, it is. But COD also I don't take seriously, to be honest. I don't really take it seriously.
I get it.
But the only reason why I left was not because of taking it seriously. It's just because it shifted so much that it's like...
it's fast now.
It's just gotten so much faster
so fast.
I've gotten to the point where I'm the old guy sitting in the room just like thinking, why am I here?
Yeah.
That's really what it's turned into.
Like I said, I played it recently a little bit. I still play COD like a little bit, but it's when I played it that time, I hadn't played it in like months.
It was like
I've been playing more Rocket League, but even Rocket League's slower.
Yeah, that's what's funny about it. Even watching it, I mean, it even looks slower.
I'm just saying, strategy games are fun because it's not reaction time.
Yes,
well, RTSs are, but not like regular card games and stuff like that.
And in some ways, chess is not just reaction time.
It is kind of, though.
When
you're playing bullet and stuff.
When you're playing like 30... What's nice about 5 minutes is... I mean, it
is time.
Or like 10 minutes. Like, I guess I'm
10
saying...
I could see.
I guess I'm saying, like...
I play 30.
30 is the best way to play it, to be honest. I think it genuinely is. If you're actually...
I play like whatever classical is.
Classical is, in my opinion, the way to play chess, unless you're a pro, like so big that They do Bullet. They make those look like works of art too. That's the
It's
funny
incredible.
part. They make it look like a 30-minute
Chess
game.
is very enjoyable to watch.
And that's what I'm saying is it feels like I'm at the point where I'm just like it's like I'm 26 years old and I'm
I
thinking
think you're 27.
I'm gonna be in about a couple months. I'm a 26-year-old and I'm thinking obviously I'm not an old man, but I'm like I couldn't keep up with these kids, dude. They're, as you say, cracked on the sticks.
They're cracked.
They're cracked on the sticks, man.
And I can keep up. It's just
I couldn't.
It's just like I can keep up, but some of them I will say that you play COD enough, I get in these lobbies where if I do well enough, then I get in these lobbies where some people are so fast that I'm just like, oof, I don't know. Like I don't know
You're just like I don't know if I can react.
Like I would have to work on. I know there's aim assist, but I'd have to work on my aim.
Yeah,
because I think my movement is like way better than my aim is.
You'd have to really,
which is funny because there's aim assist, but it's so like
yeah, that's the thing. Dude.
I struggle with my movement and then flicking and having good aim because you get to a point where if you're not hitting chest or headshots, they're killing you.
Some kids are so good at aim assist.
100%.
Like here's the
100%.
thing: aim assist has changed. Aim assist has changed to the meta.
It's strong. Yeah, you abuse it.
In terms
COD
of
kids
like,
it's
about it's essentially it used to be about hey, do you know the corners of this map? Do you know this and this and this? Now it's hey, can you crank that aim assist all the way up and slide around? And for some people, it's great. For me, I was like, guys, take me back to 07.
You also play on keyboard and mouse.
Take me back. I do. Yeah,
I understand.
Even playing controller. I just felt like, dude, if I really like, I got to a point.
They're still quick.
Like,
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're still insanely quick.
It's just
you wouldn't just switch the controller and be good.
No,
like,
you'd have to
killing
like
kids all of a sudden.
You'd have to be like, actually, you would have to.
I'm not
commit.
kidding. The only reason I can even keep up in average lobbies is because of how much I played before.
Yeah.
If I was brand new, like jumping into Warzone, it would be like the threshold of like doing well,
You'd
like
have to
truly,
get over
or
a
even getting a
mountain.
win in Call of Duty is absurd. It is insane.
It's like obviously it's not about wins, but when your games consist of you walking into a room and you're dead within seconds before you can even
Dude, the
turn,
threshold is
it's
just,
like
it's crazy, man.
there was a point where I think it was around Warzone 2 where I was like getting shot out of the sky and I was like, you know what? And not just out of the sky. I was like, I got a couple kills with keyboard and mouse, surprisingly. But I was thinking in my head, like, I couldn't, like, I would have to literally look up settings, take the time to learn. I'm like, dude, I can't do that. I can't do. I remember when COD, you just leaped in, and if you figured out how to aim, you were golden. But now that's not the case. 100%. You got to have both. If you don't have both, you got nothing.
Yeah, because, dude, I was looking back at when I was talking about strategy games, depending on what you played. I haven't played Teamfight Tactics was when I was going to try to get good at.
TFT.
But there's a lot. Like,
dude.
Going into there's so much that I would have to, like, not that I couldn't, but it's like, do I want to? Like, kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like, do you really want to?
I was going to do that. I'd rather just play chess and try to play chess.
It's like, it's like you're just walking into something. I even played Teamfight Tactics, and I was like,
don't get me wrong. Like, it's not that it's not fun.
It's not that it's not fun.
There's just so much items. There's build. There's so many build passes.
If you wanted to go into ranked, just like I said with COD, you really gotta do your homework. You have to do your homework,
exactly,
or else you're out the door.
Okay. Like certain games, when I really like them, I'm cool with studying about them.
Doing homework is fine, but like, it's now. I do think that there should be more games that try to have a combination of that in some ways, like two types of scenes, not just one scene for one game. Like I wish there was a bit more. So if people wanted to get into it, they could. But if they didn't, they could just play the game. But you know what? That's okay. You know what's funny? I used to be like, oh man, I wish this would return and this would return. You know what? There are some games I wish would return. There are some styles I wish would return. But you know what? I'm okay with I mean,
dude,
I've accepted. You go into acceptance phase.
I love
with
MMOs, and I've been waiting for a new one to come over and just like take over
the scene.
And it's like, dude, you already got 2 great ones.
Yeah,
Everyone's playing old ones. Why are they playing old ones? Because they're way better.
yeah.
We got World of Warcraft and we got old school RuneScape. Those 2 are the only ones I would ever advise anyone to play. Ever. Literally ever.
Everything else, that's the thing. Everything else is...
WoW is like destroying me.
Everything
right now.
else I've played MMO-wise has felt... I get what you're saying. Even just watching, I feel like every other MMO I've played has been very generic in comparison, at least looks-wise. It's felt like it's just kind of... And I'm not talking like Bethesda MMOs. I don't count those. To me, they're just like I'm saying in the big boy category.
You mean Elder Scrolls?
I'm talking like Elder Scrolls Online. And
Yeah.
I don't think they.
I heard that's good. I just haven't. I don't know how many.
I'm not saying it's bad.
And Final Fantasy, I know people love. There's other MMOs that are good. Final Fantasy 14, but that's pretty old too. Like these are old ones. Like I'm saying, no new ones coming out that you're like, dude, play this.
No.
There's a lot of people who like Elder Scrolls Online, and I played it and I like it.
Yeah, I'm just
saying that like those are old.
Yeah, that's true.
I know it's newer than WoW.
It is old.
And old school RuneScape, but it's like those are old ones.
I guess what I'm comparing,
Any new one that comes out dies or has a low player base so fast.
Yeah, that's the sad part about MMOs. They rely on player base so heavily. And if you don't have a player base, you're basically out the door. There's nothing you can do. It's not like you're playing Smash and you can just pop on with your buddy, or you're playing Halo and you just pop on with your buddy.
100%. Yeah, they're different.
It's
like, they're massive.
You need players.
To have players.
You need
which is
players.
why the ones that are good are good. It's what keeps people. The ones that keep people playing,
and they'll stay that way till probably the end of time. When you think about it.
WoW and old school RuneScape's 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And WoW's survived being a subscription based.
I know
that long.
And honestly, I wish.
Actually, RuneScape's a subscription based. You could play it for free, but the world's way bigger with. And also, old school RuneScapes is now basically as much as WoW's is.
I feel like when you're bringing this up, this makes me think of something, and this could be another thing for another episode. I feel like them keeping the engines might also be what helps with that. Because a lot of times I've seen people remake.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
A lot of people like remaster engines, like RuneScape remastered, and a lot of people are like,
we want RuneScape. RuneScape. Part of the charm is it is what it. I love.
It's
that I can go in and play this game I played as a kid, and it's the same.
I feel like even
they added a bunch of new stuff.
Even newcomers prefer the original version.
If I'm going to get the difference is that WoW and RuneScape are both so good. One good thing about RuneScape is that all the content matters the whole time.
Yes.
None of it's like outdated. WoW, at least in retail, I don't know how it is in Classic. Retail is like the one that it's all new stuff, which is what I play. Retail, the last expansion you can still do and run through, but it's less relevant than the one that you're in.
Yeah, it's
kind of like, it's like, I don't mind it because I'm always going to be playing the new stuff, but there's going to be cycles where it's like, okay, well, what do I do now? Like, kind of thing.
I miss the days of expansions, bro. Expansions were so cool.
Well, WoW does it.
Which is funny. I'm just saying, like, old games used to have expansions all the time. Age of Empire 2, you had Age of Empire 2, The Conquerors. You had Age of Empire 1, Age of Empire Rome. There's, like, a Rome expansion. Stronghold.
Dude.
Stronghold Crusader. Like...
Yeah.
Generals
still getting
Zero
off topic.
Hour.
Like freaking the strategy games. I keep forgetting that.
How did I loop back around to it? That's funny.
Yeah, the way you reminded me of it. Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking about it
because the expansions. I'm actually the one who got off topic about MMOs, but
I mean,
not that we really have a main topic.
No.
I'm saying that with strategy games, it's fun because I learn. You can learn and then outplay a little bit.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, well, if he has this deck, I know he has this card that'll wipe my whole board, so I'm not going to put too many creatures out. I'm going to play defensively and hit offensively when I can, so then he can't use that on me and get value. He'll have to use it on me and waste it, and then I'll put a bunch of creatures, like that kind of stuff. You play around that. Like, I like that style where it's like, instead of reacting, I'm kind of like doing my strategy like right at the start. I'm not reacting. I'm just like, okay, well, what is he... I know he has this. I'm going to play around that the whole game and be irritating so he doesn't get value out of it.
it's also not just about luck, dude. And I
Yeah.
think that's cool. It's not fully about that. I think more games
is a
need
little
to be.
bit, but-
I'm saying like more games.
Well, it
need
is
to-
because it's a card game, but
more games need to be like that, where it's not just like, oh, is this guy behind me? Even FPSs, I
dude,
think.
and I've been trying to. One thing I've been trying to get high rank in is Clash Royale because it's one of the only. Obviously, Clash of Clans, I made it to Legend League, and I've gotten some trophies in that, which is. It's kind of like once I reach the top, and then I kind of like do okay at the top. Then I'm kind of like, okay, like
Yeah.
I still play Clash of Clans,
But you reach a
I'm not
point
like
where you're like-
I gotta grind.
You reach a point where you're like,
Clash Royale, I cannot get to 10K trophies. I'm grinding.
I mean, bro, that game is like,
And then ranked is my next play of like, okay, can I get the rank? So it's a cesspool. Don't get me
it's
wrong.
like
Don't play it. It's addictive. The core of the game is so addictingly fun.
it's
just they're doing a little better monetization wise, but monetize wise, it's a hellhole.
And I can attest for people who don't know. I've seen the packs. I've seen, like I've seen the horrors of mobile gaming. I've seen the horrors of it.
Same thing with dude, but freaking Clash Mini. I grinded that. I got to
Rest in peace.
rest in peace, man. That game was.
I heard it was good.
It was one of my favorite games they ever put out, for sure.
And they killed it?
Sure.
And they killed it?
I mean,
Yeah,
now it's
I've been
they have
there.
it in Merge Tactics, which is like basically they just add it to Clash Royale and use Clash Royale characters, so it like exists. It's different, but it exists, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong, like it's really fun. But I got pretty high ranked in that too. But I probably should try to hit the max rank in that. But anyway, I got to the Clash Mini highest rank so many times. I actually got to top like 300 a couple times, which is like top 300 in like all the servers. But unfortunately, they killed it.
Yep, they're like,
But I'm saying like if in a strategy game, I'm just way better at like once I grind. Because with you know what it is, with my mindset is to just grind to get better. Grind.
the grind set.
Is the grind set. Like so with games that can work, but you just have to adjust how you learn. Because with something like Call of Duty, you need to practice. Like with Fortnite, you got to practice. You're gonna get a lot better if you practice your builds as opposed to if I'm grinding. My way is to like. That's not how I do it. I'm good at building, or I'm not good at building. I got average at building. How? Because I just kept playing. Drop in.
Yeah,
It's
like,
a lot longer of a. Same thing with Call of Duty. It's like, dude, you can practice your aim. You can practice. People do warm up
Yes.
before they play. Not me.
Yeah. it's
I'm like, I'm jumping in. My warm up is in the game.
you're a trial by fire kind of guy.
But I feel like with strategy games that aren't RTS, and like less so chess probably, but like with strategy games like card games pretty much, it is good to go because you need to see what the other matchups are. So it's like it is good to grind like that. And I think that's why I'm able to hit higher ranks in that is because like you learn stuff from grinding.
Well,
I'm not watching videos because it's like, what's the point of watching like?
Yeah, no. Here's what's funny about what you said about chess is a lot of the pros recommend you just start playing.
Yeah,
Pick an opening and start playing.
That is what I do.
That's what they tell you. Like, don't think about
Besides puzzles, I love
one opening.
puzzles.
Don't think about like, oh, I need to like. I guess realistically, if you really wanted to get good, just study the.
Exactly. With chess, that's
the
what I mean. With
games.
chess is like you can like studying does help.
If you want to be, if you want to be like up
I
there,
ain't doing that.
you gotta like
But
take the cobwebs out of your mind and like.
yes, that's what I mean. That's why I say not really chess because chess like you can study and have
Yeah.
it. Not that studying card games can be bad, but like
No, it's
the best way to learn for
trial
me
by
with
fire.
that is like you learn the matchups by getting in them. Yes, you're
Yes.
going to get boned for a while. Same thing with fighting games. Now people lab in fighting games, but the way I got higher was just being in the fight, learning what the characters do, and like learning how to pattern recognize if the enemy player is doing the same thing.
yes,
Not that I'm good at them.
and spacing and stuff with fighting games and all that. It's very
True,
much,
but like my main thing was just learning what I can do and then learning what they like to spam,
yeah.
which works in lower ranks. Like I said, every echelon you get higher in.
Fighting games are
It's
also
like now you gotta. I was basically at the point where I was gonna have to learn how to do like really good combos, and I was like, I don't want to be in the lab doing this.
bro. Fighting games are like art too. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like a work of art when you see a good match.
It is.
It's like
I agree.
That's the thing. Fighting games, all these games that we're talking about, not FPS, by the way. These are strategy games. The only
Fighting
strategy
game is technically a strategy game.
The only strategy
there's reaction, but
the only strategy games for FPS are Siege and CS:GO.
Yeah,
that's
I would say Search and Destroy,
and
Call of
that
Duty,
too,
which is like
But
my favorite mode by a long shot.
The big dogs are those two, though. They're the
and Valorant.
And Valorant, yes, but
I know what you mean. Those styles of games.
Those styles of games are like
keyboard and mouse.
They're keyboard and mouse. They're very.
No, Siege is controller too, but they don't really play together. They can, but
it'd probably be really weird.
They don't prefer it.
But I guess what I'm saying is like, it's like comparing chess to like checkers or something. Like checkers is so like, and it is fun.
Checkers has like guaranteed win.
Yes,
like guaranteed win.
It's like chess. You have to like.
I was watching YouTubes on checkers, and there's like strategies that are like, oh, guaranteed, you beat the player. Doing
like a checkers tournament is probably going to be a lot slower, a lot less like sweat inducing than a chess match because
there's just a lot more to think about.
Yeah, there's so much more to think about, but that's what also makes it so cool is that you really got to take those cobwebs and
100%.
get those out. And that's what I wish more games would strive to be, but the games we talked about were like that, and that's nice. That's
where I've kind of been liking WoW because it kind of mixes both.
It mixes both. I mean,
I'm like, okay, how can I efficiently use my stuff to do the most damage?
Cooldowns?
As I'm saying, like with cooldowns and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Cooldowns. How can I use my stuff to make it so I always have something up, so I'm always doing the max amount of damage? Like, that's been fun. Dodging stuff. Like, there's PvP. We're all fighting big bosses together. Like, it's very fun because it is strategy based, but also reaction based.
Yes.
It's like it's been fun. Call of Duty is, at least in Warzone. Don't get me wrong. There is strategy.
Yes.
But that only helps you out to a point.
COD has become, in a lot of ways, the junk food of gaming, I feel. And I'm not saying that, like, it tastes good if you're really good at it. It tastes real good.
It does.
To the point where it's addicting. But it reminds me of that because it's like...
I don't even know if I'll get the next game. Like, unless something's way different,
I'm gonna be honest,
think
bro,
I'll get the
I'm
next
there
game.
with you. I just feel like I've been...
And this is the first time my friends I have friends who've only played COD. They are also saying they don't know if they'll get the next game.
As much as I like zombies, I don't think $70 is enough for it.
Unless it's incredible.
For a campaign. Like, I liked Black Ops 6.
Like, I would have paid for this one for the zombies.
Like, it was very good. But it was like I said, I wish they'd just separate zombies.
This was a good game. It's not that. It's just
No.
like, do I really want to play the same thing?
Yes.
Like, again? Like, I know there's differences, but it's like...
The engine's pretty much the same.
Basically, if Battlefield 6 is good, like really good, I might not buy a COD for a couple. Like, I might... If Battlefield 6 is actually good, in a COD replacement, I'm saying. I understand that it's a Battlefield... People are saying it's like Battlefield 4, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I don't even remember.
I actually did play a little bit of it.
Is that one?
Battlefield 4 was pretty fun. There's actually one called Battlefield 4.
Okay, I never played that.
It was actually pretty fun.
People were like, it's basically like Battlefield 4.
I thought it was fun. People...
And they're saying it looks... And I'm saying is, if that's a suffice COD replacement, I don't think I'll care about... Like...
And honestly, I'm going to pop a cork of imaginary champagne the day that happens.
Seriously, if this one is good and suffices as a replacement, I won't buy the next game. That's basically... If Battlefield 6 is good, I won't be buying the new Call of Duty. That's just how I look at it.
Yeah. Well, we need competition anyways. I mean, it's been
They're also supposed to be adding a Battle Royale. Not to the game, just a separate thing.
Which is smart, dude. You gotta...
And I mean, dude, there's if they have the destructive stuff in the BO, I'm done.
That sounds
Warzone's
better.
over for me. I'm playing...
That sounds better
I'm
than...
playing Battlefield at that point.
In general, Battlefield just... Like I said...
And it's faster than normal Battlefields, but I played the shooting range and stuff. It's slower than COD.
Yeah,
it's like in a good way.
That's better than frickin'... Dude, yeah, that... Oh, you're giving me war flashbacks to how fast COD is now.
So we'll see.
Oof.
We'll see. No promises there.
Yeah,
We kind of rambled on this episode. But I don't
Yeah.
care. We kind of were planning on that.
Yeah, I mean, that was...
I guess, to sum it all up, strategy games, I'm better and faster at learning at.
And you should do YouTube on them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
that's where it links
I would
all
do
the way
YouTube
back.
videos on WoW.
And that's what you should do. You should.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause I
not
don't
saying
know-
doing tutorials. I think that's
I'm not good enough. It would really just be my experience. It'd have to be.
like you need
It'd have to be
to. me
being a goofball because I don't know what I'm doing. But
You
that's
need-
the fun part.
I think for you that would be good because, it kind of gets you out of the. Not that you're, like it gives you something new to do. Not like COD or
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Which what's funny is you never ended up doing COD
I
content.
streamed it a little bit, but no, other than that, no.
Bro, that
I never
sounds
made a video.
miserable playing Warzone for content.
Yeah, it kind of was because some days I'm rip roaring, and then I will say something about the camera being on. If I'm streaming, I play worse
A lot of people
because
say
I'm not
that.
focused on, like I'm not locked in on the game because I'm thinking about like, oh, especially if somebody's in there, I'm like, oh, I gotta like talk to them, but then I also don't want them to think I'm trash and leave, and then I'm in,
I mean, sweaty
You're s-
multiplayer games like that
you're just
are
in your head.
terrible stream games
yeah,
in a lot of
you're
ways.
right. Unless it's a strategy,
They're
like slower
so
paced
bad.
strategy game, 100%.
Either you're going single player, or you're going strategy, or some goofy game like Jack in the Box or
Yeah.
Fall Guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a Warzone streamer unless I like got disgusted.
Yeah,
But it's just not going to be the only game I play. It's
Yeah.
just, I'm sorry. It's
that
just
sounds.
not.
I mean, that sounds like a miserable existence. Just playing one single game for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
unless
So-
it's like a game. I mean, I could see you playing WoW for the rest of your life because it's got content added.
WoW is cool. MMOs are cool because like my character is mine. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, all this progression I put in this character is like it just pays off.
Yeah,
Call of Duty, it's like it's me,
yeah, it's
It's
just
like-
you.
and that's okay.
Yeah,
I had fun the last time I played Warzone, but I'm just never going to be putting the time in that I did. I can't.
yeah.
Especially playing it by it yourself. Miserable experience.
I mean, who?
Miserable experience.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I tried. I played it by myself one time, and I was
sucks.
like, it just felt.
Especially playing Warzone by yourself, it makes me want to die.
I mean, playing Warzone in general for me, just because everyone's so insane, it's like I just lost.
Like,
the,
at least I playing with my boys. We're like joking around.
I
and,
lost
like,
the will to play Warzone when I realized that they were so good that I literally couldn't do anything. I would just be like, I was like, I'm not going to keep playing this game if
Yeah.
I got to a point where I was like, it's like an abusive relationship for me. Like I said, I say that about a lot of games, but it
Yeah.
felt like it where I was like, oh, hey, I'm having fun for a bit, and then whoosh, slapped in the face by
Yeah.
some cracked
I know.
kid
Dude,
coming
I know.
in and murdering you.
It's no fun to feel like you have zero chance.
Yeah, it's no fun to feel
If
like
I
you
have like
no
even a
chance at all.
1% chance,
Yeah, that's better than.
there's like a chance. It's like what happened with me with Apex.
I don't
Honestly,
blame
like,
you.
I think Apex is a great game.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
don't
dissing
play
it.
Apex anymore either.
I understand. I know, but I'm saying like even for the audience, like I like Apex. Like I think it's a
Yeah,
great game.
It is a solid game, but it's
Even in the low ranks, those guys are disgusting. And it's a game where it's not like COD where you have a chance to clutch out by yourself.
No.
You're doomed.
it's probably
If a team's doing teamwork and you're not, you lose.
Also, thinking about the amount of Smurfers there probably are.
So many
dude.
Smurfers,
Woo!
so many people. I mean, we're in rookie and people are clapping.
Yeah.
us.
It's very much. It's very much.
It's an incredible. It's a hard game.
It has some solid mechanics. I think that
But I was like, oh, when I was playing that, I was like, oh, I have no chance. I don't feel like I have even I don't even feel like I have a 1% chance.
it's gotten to a point. Well, I feel like it's gotten even worse as time has gone on.
I do too.
I feel like update wise, so many things have changed. New characters, different like we said, nerfing and buffing. Like things have changed so much with Apex.
Yeah.
It's not even the same game when it
100%.
started. Like
And if I've learned one thing from all these games and all these people and all this stuff we've talked about, is that being a pro is way harder than
yeah,
being a pro is impossible.
it is.
It's impossible.
It genuinely is.
Like, I'm not kidding. When I started playing Warzone, I had the delusions of like, not that I thought that I'd make it, but I was like, I want to be a
Yeah.
pro at this game. Like, I want to be like high level. I mean, too many
It's like-
cheaters. Cheaters also kind of killed
dude,
it all.
Oh my gosh!
Honestly,
man.
it kind of made me be like, okay, well, what's the point of practicing if there's
There's probably
games-
cheaters in Apex
I was like,
too.
why try my hardest if this game is balls?
Yeah.
Essentially, it's just a waste of time.
Oof. Now you're giving me more war flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that was another thing that killed my vibe. Is I'm like, why am I
playing
trying
this
so
game?
hard at this when there's people are cheating, and they don't care, and the company doesn't care.
Yep.
So,
Activision, I call them Slack Division.
Slack Division, indeed. Yeah,
all the time because they just don't care. The companies under them do care. I genuinely think the Infinity Ward and Treyarch do care. I just think that Activision's kind of... Yeah. I wish someone else would buy COD. That's the last thing I'll say. Someone, new company, buy it, please.
I don't know, man. Hopefully Battlefield puts up a fight. I really hope Battlefield puts up a fight against it.
Dude.
I really, truly do. All I'm seeing is good stuff about it. So, like, I really hope they, like, make it so COD either fixes everything or...
Please.
Or, I don't know.
Or collapses it? Is that what you're going to say?
I don't want COD to die. But I would also be okay. I would be okay. I'd survive if it did.
Yeah.
Like, I would.
Anywho, God bless people.
God bless people. See you next week.
Yep.